Hello to everyone. In this video I'm not gonna give you any advice. I will just update my upcoming trip to Central Asia. I will also tell you what you can expect from my channel in the next 3 months. So if you have nothing to do, grab your favorite drink and stay with me. Welcome back, guys. The time has come. Man, I look forward to this journey. I will start from Varna on the 15th of June and I will go directly to Turkey and actually bypass Turkey very quick for 2 or 3 days and enter Georgia. From Georgia I will enter Armenia for a couple of days just to make a loop around Armenia, and from Armenia I'll go back to Georgia. From Georgia I will enter Russia through Verkhny Las border, and I will spend the next few days in Russia until I reach Kazakhstan border. And as soon as I enter Kazakhstan, I will go south direction Turkmenistan. And this is one of the updates that I would like to share in this video. I received my invitation for Turkmenistanian visa, which is a great news because this procedure is very complicated, but will open many more possibilities for us, because without Turkmenistan we'll be forced to ride around 3,000 kilometers in very boring area around Kazakhstan, because one of the Uzbekistan borders, Tajik border, is closed and we cannot enter it from here. And as I said, this will force us to ride more than 3,000 very boring kilometers. But because we have the invitations and we can receive Turkmenistanian visas on the border, now our road will go as follows. We'll enter Turkmenistan from north, ride directly to Turkmenbashi. From Turkmenbashi we'll ride to Ashgabat, and from Ashgabat we'll reach Dervaza gas crater, and from gas crater of Dervaza we'll move to Dashugus, and from Dashugus we'll enter Uzbekistan. We're gonna spend only 5 days in the country, and this time we have to do it with a tourist company, escort and guides. There are no other options at the moment. Since 2025 they stopped making transit visas, so we cannot get a normal transit visa and visit the country just like that. So we'll be forced to use a tourist company, but luckily I was able to find very affordable price for tourist company, maybe 3 times less than what they usually ask for. And that's why I'm happy that we will be able to visit the country, and who knows, with guides we might have even more information and provide even more interesting footage for you guys. But this is the only possible way to visit the country at the moment. It will cost us the price of the invitation, the company and everything, and include the border taxes and insurances and everything that we have to pay in the country, around between $800 and $1,000 per person, which is a lot considering the prices in the area. But as I said, we don't have any other options. This will be basically the most expensive country from all of the countries that we plan to visit on this trip, but we don't have any more options. Anyway, after we finish with Turkmenistan, we'll go to Uzbekistan and we'll visit Khiva, Bukhara and Samarkand. And from there we'll go to Tajikistan, where we'll spend I don't know how many days yet, and we're gonna visit the most interesting part of the country, of course the Pamir Highway and all of that stuff, Akbaytal Pass and everything that you already know from my previous video. And after that we're gonna visit Kyrgyzstan, and we'll spend a lot of time in Kyrgyzstan, again try to see as much as possible. From Kyrgyzstan to Kazakhstan, from Kazakhstan to Russia. We're gonna cross the whole Russia, basically Kazan, Moscow, St. Petersburg, and on the way back we're gonna use Belarus, and from Belarus we'll enter to Poland, and from Poland we'll ride back home. The total mileage is around 20,000 kilometers, something like that, and we're gonna use our Tenere 700, me and Plamen. And also we have a third friend who is going to join us in Tajikistan and in Kyrgyzstan for a while. He already shipped his motorcycle to Poland, and from Poland the motorcycle will be shipped to Bishkek, Kyrgyzstan. So he will ride with us for about a month, so it looks like it's gonna be one very interesting journey. Now, the total budget that I planned for this trip, it's around 5,000 euros at the moment. or this is like a raw calculation, but I believe that we'll be able to make it a little bit cheaper than that. But of course, I'm gonna share the exact information when we get back home safe in one piece. The motorcycles are already prepared. Last week I even changed my clutch plates on my Tenere 700, and I changed them on 93,000 kilometers, and they were still in the specifications. For your information, the new clutch, the size of the new clutch is 3.2 millimeters, and my clutch after 92,000 kilometers was on 3 millimeters exact. So it could last, let's say, another 10 or 20,000 kilometers. But because the procedure to change the clutch plates, it's not difficult, but it requires a little bit more skills and maybe a proper garage, because you have to drain the antifreeze, the oil, to open the big cover, to have a gasket with you and all stuff like that. So it's not something that you can do easily on the road. Like most of the old models, you can remove just one cover and change it. Now you have to drain the antifreeze, the oil and all of that stuff. So that's why I prefer to do it here and start with a fresh clutch, so I don't need to worry about anything on the road. Of course, the clutch plates, my clutch plates, I will have as a spare, and the gasket as well. And I already made videos about the preparation of the motorcycle and everything, and if you haven't watched these videos, you can watch it here. I also made a video about the luggage, so all of this is already in the channel if you need more information on this topic. Anyway, what you can expect from my channel in the next 3 months. First and very important information is that this channel, Motorcycle Adventures, the main channel, will still continue with uploading schedule. Monday, 8 o'clock in the evening, I will still upload a video. The difference between the videos that I upload when I am home and the videos that I'm gonna upload when I'm not at home will be that they will be in one go. No edition. I will just start the camera and talk on specific topics or interesting topics that I have at the moment. Maybe give you some advice, maybe share a little bit information about specific countries, but I'm not gonna share any information about the trip itself. And usually, until this moment, every time when I start my trip, I upload on the second channel, Motorcycle Adventures Live, my travel videos. I share a short updates, and then when I get back home, I make the full video episodes. But on this trip, I'm not gonna share any information, any short videos, anything at all. The only information that I'm gonna upload will be only for my patrons. I'm really sorry, but I just don't want to deal with all of this stuff until I'm riding. I prefer to focus on the trip, and that's why only for patrons I will share 2-3 times per week updates, short updates, how the trip is going, what is the situation at the moment, what are our plans, and stuff like that. These are the people that support me all the time, and I just want to say something like a thank you with providing this information only for them. The rest of you guys, you can watch the episodes, but when I get back home in September, I will start to uploading the full detailed episodes for everything that I am able to film on the trip. Of course, this time I will try to film as much as possible when I'm not riding and not so much when we ride, because this is very interesting region. I have been there before, but I know that there will be many interesting moments, so I will try to show you and present you as much as possible information from this part of the world, and I hope that you'll appreciate it. Anyway, I would like to use this video also to say thank you to many people who already supported my new trip. And if you want to do it, you can find a link in the description down below. Also, I want to say a huge thank you to everyone who already bought my online course, Adventure Riding Without Illusions. This is a great support to myself, and I also appreciate the feedbacks and the testimonials that all of these people made for me. This is a huge help, especially now on my upcoming trip. Of course, I am partly sponsored by the same companies that I used every year. Anyway, all the information about the upcoming trip, sponsors and everything you can find in the description down below. This is, as I said, just a short update how everything is going. I'm very busy now at the moment. I have no time for anything at all. As I said, I promise many interesting things in the future, especially when I get back home from the trip. I will share so much new information, new impressions, everything that I learned, a long-term review of everything that I have, how the motorcycle handles, the gear, the Carpuride device and everything that I have. That's it, end of the video. Press like or dislike, whatever it deserves. If you subscribe, even better. See you in the next one. Ciao.